To me,
Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
this was the best part of SmackDown. Don't apologize to me. You need to apologize to Jay. I love Sami Zayn. Okay, and I did not want him to be back part of the bloodline. Yeah, could you call it? Yeah, I didn't want to be called. I didn't want that call. As my daughter would say, please tell me, Dad and Agatha, if you haven't seen it, they're going to bring Wanda back. No, baby girl. Just vote for it for me. But I said, no, baby girl, she's not coming back. Please? Okay. Speaking of wishful thinking, right? I wishfully didn't want to think that they were going to bring him back part of the bloodline, but they did. Like, I get tired of seeing black wrestlers like that. Like, they act like every black wrestler is from the hood, right? Meechin, she acts like she's a black gangster and she's Asian. Like, I
got Asian mafias. They got Asian gangsters.
Crime Time was the same way. I'm just getting tired of that's the only thing that black wrestlers can do. So I've always been a big component of what the character of what David Otunga was able to do. Not what David Otunga was actually able to do, but the character could have been huge.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Other YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people thinking I just had the balls to say it.
Hold on here. Is it the barbershop?
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
You're on mute. Unmute. Everybody's Perfect Plex Talk Radio, and our host is currently on mute right now. Sorry for difficulty.
I don't know what's going on around here, Vince Vaughn. Listen, welcome to the show, the pros, icons, and ayatollahs of rock and rollers. I listen to, include when the mute buttons get muted. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but we are here. We are live. We are on Pop Review Entertainment Wrestling. We are live right now on TikTok, actually, as well. Okay, so speaking of on Pop Review, Vaughn, like, I'm constantly told that the Mike Knoxxx Show is produced by Mike Knoxxx, hosted by Mike Knoxxx, written by Mike Knoxxx, starring Mike Knoxxx. But today, we are starring and we are praising all the respect to Unpop Review. Let's get some shots out. Somebody say shots? Let's get some shots out to one, the executive consultant. 6 years ago, he thought, damn, everybody else is doing it. Why can't I? But I want to be better. He created Unpopular Review. It turned from Unpopular Review to Unpopular Review Entertainment and Unpopular Review Wrestling. So here's to you, a little shot to you. For 6 years, and the smartest move you made 4 years ago, bringing in Mike fucking Knoxxx. How about that, Vaughn? What you thought was going to be around here? Listen, people, tune into the show. We are all here. We are all live. Thank you to the chat line. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. Make sure you're here live. You're backstage. You're holding me down like my man King Vaughn Jr. 72301. That is King Vaughn Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast on the Twitter as well. Holding me down for over a decade. Yo, Vaughn, technically, we have like what they call it, like common law marriage. Like I have multiple marriages, right? I've been married to my wife for 21 years. Now I've been married to you, part of producing shit backstage, trying to be on the Twitter for over 10 years. Damn. Pop Review, 6 years. It's beautiful. I love talking pro wrestling. I want to talk wrestling. Again, the link is in the bio, y'all. If you're checking us out on the TikTok that is, make sure you go to YouTube, the Mike Knoxxx Show. And while you're there, like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. But Vaughn, you know what it is. You know, I was graduating, going to high school, and in Chicago, Illinois, I went to Parker Elementary. They sent you to like Lincoln, Illinois, because Abraham Lincoln. And for the first time ever, they took me to a smorgasbord. And I was like, what the fuck is this? There's like all you can eat. I said, all I can eat. Okay. So in honor of that moment, okay, in case you guys ever know why I'm so obsessed with the word smorgasbord, let me just say we have a smorgasbord of conversation to talk about today on the program. You see it right there. First of all, let me see if I can get my pipes together. Vaughn sneaked in backstage, y'all. I didn't know he was backstage earlier. And I was getting my warm up. Let me see if I can do this properly. I just called to say I love you. That's what Roman tried to do, but except for Paul Heyman said, the number you have dialed is incorrect. It cannot be reached right now. Let's talk about that moment in SmackDown. Let's talk about a sad day in the continuous world of the professional wrestling world that is black on black crime, because all we ever get in the wrestling world is black on black crime. I mean, damn, the Hurt Business, why they gotta be fucking with Swerve Strickland? Black on black crime. And what's worse than all that shit? The fucking New Day. The New Day? Yeah, I called this weeks and weeks ago. If you're tuning in for the first time, you knew. Yeah, if you listen every week, you'll know that Mike Knoxxx already talked about this. But now there's more than smoke to the fire, Vaughn. Let's talk the Usos. The end is near, and the WWE US title tournament for the ladies. I like it. I want to talk about that, Vaughn. I want to talk about that and the return of Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, I want to talk about that today as well. The chat, again, thank you guys for all tuning in. What's going on, Steve? We can't hear you. No shit. You probably tuned in backstage, but I wasn't watching it. Muted my damn screen there. Steven. All right, fuck it for one time. Big Daddy Cool. I still ain't calling no grown-ass man delicious. Okay. Hey, Shay, Charmaine, what's going on? Dean Ambrose is the 5th member. Charmaine, you know I love you, girl. Chef kiss to you all the time. You tune into the Mike Knoxxx Show. How much you respect the Mike Knoxxx Show. How much you're going to vote for the Mike Knoxxx Show. How much you're going to do all these things as the awards is coming up for the Mike Knoxxx Show. Did somebody say award? You're reigning and defending best UPR wrestling host. Guys, we cannot give it back to them. We can't give it back to him, y'all. Listen, he already dyes his hair blue. Okay, I'm not sure if that is that mole off of bread. Is it green? Is it blue? Like, I'm not sure what it is. We can't have him win. Like, there's a consultant. He wears like the chain that that T'Challa wore, but in all diamonds. Like, you order martinis and shit. We can't have him win either, right? And we damn sure can't have my pupil, my protege, like damn you Cordier. It doesn't matter because I said it, so it still counts. We can't have him win either. Okay, come on, y'all know you got to vote for. But today on the show, also, Vaughn, listen, we're bringing it back. Fantasy warfare between the Usos and the Hardy brothers. Y'all saw a little bit of the rules. There you are. It's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE title. First match, tornado tag. I think that favors the Usos. Ladders match, I think that favors the Hardys. And then a regular old good on Donnybrook tag team match. Who gets the victory? Who you got? Let's talk about that today as well. But a lot on the schedule today. DC the Collector checking back in. It's Monday. You know what that means? It's the Mike Knoxxx Show. Throw the ones up. Acknowledge your tribal chief. I mean, I got the Eufaula. You know what I'm saying? I mean, according to executive consultants' logic, Vaughn, whoever has Eufaula is the tribal chief. I mean, DC the Collector got a you follow. My man Anthony got a you follow. But the question is, was it all bestowed but to them? Mine was bestowed to me. There's a video. I proved it. I just don't lie. I'm not making this shit up. I proved it. Okay. Of course you'll agree with Mike. It's the Mike Knoxxx Show. Because I was muted. You know what? Fuck you. I get it now. Pause. Why did I play that? Moving on. Okay. Yes, I know what I said. The WWFE. I know exactly what I said. Don't be calling for me. Let's a call for you. Okay. What's going on, Jeffrey? Always chicken in. It's hilarious. He wins every award. No, he doesn't. If you look at last year, he didn't win every award. I actually won 4 awards last year. Okay. I'm just saying. And this year, it won't be between the 12 of us that vote inside the Unpopular Review entertainment and wrestling chats. It's going to be you, the people. I mean, you voted for Kamala, or you voted for the Trumpster, right? You voted. Hopefully you voted. If you didn't vote, then shame on you, right? If you did not vote. It's a damn shame if you didn't vote. But if you did vote, then you already know what it is. Okay? So there it is. You're going to vote this year for them on. But let's go get this show started, Vaughn. All right. I told you I wanted to talk about this, right? Get some water real fast because I like this format, Vaughn. You know what I mean? I really, really, really like the format of this, despite the fact that Charlotte Flair is not a part of it, which I call bullshit.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
This Saratoga water, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm not sure how clear my camera is, your phone is. You might have one of them cheap-ass Androids, but look how clear that water is. Like you can see right there, it's like going in the ocean. Okay. But I'm lying. I'm loving the triple threat matches for the titles. You see the size of the brackets. We all see the one noticeable thing here on the bracket, right, Vaughn? We see Bianca on one side. We see Jade Cargill on the other side. Both, I think, should be nominated and will be nominated for Tag Team of the Year. I think so. As well as Female Wrestler of the Year. Where would that lie on Unpopular Reviews coming up as well? But the brackets, and look, oh my God, we have a Blair Davenport sighting. Who the fuck asked for that? I mean, baby girl, you act? No, she don't know who the fuck Blair Davenport is. Okay. B-Fab, holy snappy. We're going to talk about her first because she was up first. First, Bailey. Then we got, this girl. I can't even stand Candice LeRae. Why do we go back? Okay. I don't even like I'm sorry. I get that's her husband's wrestling. Johnny Gargano, he may have the cool outfits, but he looks like he's somebody who should be working at Disney Springs. I just can't identify him in a crowd, right? Other than her hair being purple. I mean, okay, I'm not saying she's a cute girl. I'm not saying she can't wrestle. But no one's checking for Candice LeRae. And then, honestly, no one's checking for B-Fab, right? I hate to say it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be rude because we all know around here on the Mike Knoxxx Show, the girl dad.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black.
So I cheer for her, but I'm just not sure,
Yeah!
Do you cheer for her?
Yeah!
So that's all I want to know. But I am the creator of the podcast creators that say things of the nature of, I bet she counts her steps. Because I'm trying to be nice. I've been nice for too fucking long, Vaughn. I've had shout out to Wrestling Marks of Excellence. Shout out to the Jobber Tears podcast. Oh, shit. Shout out to Busted Up and Ready. Oh, my God. He keeps fucking naming competitors. Shout out to any podcast that came and have you may watch. I was here first in the discussion. Okay. So I've been saying from the beginning, Vaughn, who the fuck is checking for K-Fab? And you count your steps and you wrestle. And she did count her steps as she wrestled. I got to be honest. But I was impressed. Like, I didn't think her light-skinned albino ass could be so good in the ring. And I'm saying being good like she's like Candice LeRae in the ring. See what I'm saying? But could carry herself. I was highly impressed with this little match. But it doesn't matter because Bayley, as Dice would say, his shaved head queen, which, I don't, whatever. But came to the forefront, does what she does best, and she's the winner. She moves on. But I'm loving this tournament, Vaughn, so far. I like the matchups. I like the bracket. And I like the fact that it culminates. Here's the best part. I like the fact that it culminates at Saturday night's main event. Because you're going to make Saturday night's main event a big fucking deal. And I think that's fucking impressive. You have to make it a big fucking deal because it's Saturday night's fucking main event, right? Too many times in the past have we gone and said, oh, it's just another Vince creation. Well, Vince did create this shit. Hold on, I got to take a drink to Vince because, fuck it. Without Vince, would I even be here? Saratoga, yes, I'll fucking be here. What do you mean I'd be here without Vince? Maybe not talking wrestling, but I would still be here nonetheless. Okay, so I am, Vaughn, I can't lie. I'm a really big component of the tournament, the bracket that they put together. I love the bracket. I love having those kind of matches. Because typically you get a one-on-one match. And the fact that we have it in this form where it's triple threat matches is different. And because of that, I love it. So it had to be a part of Mike Knoxx's top 5 of the week, top 5 moments of the week. It just had to because, we have segments around here and segments win. Some segments win.
One without the other isn't any good. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
See? So sometimes you just got to fucking let it be what it is. All right. The next moment of the week from Mike Knoxxx. Maybe not big news to you, but it's okay, fellas. She lied to you. We told you here on the Mike Knoxxx Show, okay? We told you this. No matter what she said, look at my face. Look at my face. Size matters. So you're used to this, okay? So it may not be important or big to you, but it is to me. The return of Shinsuke Nakamura. Here's why it's important, wrestling fans. Here go a guy who is all has said but been forgotten. Here's a guy that, let's be honest, you may have fucking forgotten that he was even there. Okay? Here go LA Knight. Like him, love him, hate him, whatever you feel about him. He got his own belt. You are pushing merchandise sales. Yeah! When you get your own custom strap. Yeah! That's the wrestling business. Yeah! And in saying that, I love this story. How can you not be cheering for Shinsuke Nakamura? I get LA Knight, claim to fame. I loved him. I liked him. Okay, he's okay. But he's okay. Yeah! We know that. And as much as it hates me to say that he's over, because he is, sometimes I'm like, y'all like this man? Damn! That's how I feel. But it's okay. I digress. But he gets this little cool match. He's like, I'm going to get this U.S. title tournament. And anybody's welcome. Everybody should know who watched SmackDown. He should pick Angel Garza. Because Angel Garza is the most underrated in wrestling. It's my new one, Vaughn. I just made it up. Angel Garza is the most underrated wrestler in wrestling. I can't even say that because truthfully it's Bronson Reed, okay? So I move on. But L.A. Reid's, he's loved by people. You people love him. Yeah! Why? I don't know. I don't even give a fuck, but you do. Okay? And look at Shinsuke. He got this whole Japanese lone samurai shit going on for him, right? We ain't seen him. Nobody even gives a fuck. Let's be real. In America, I don't care what you say. I'm going to be careful here because, Vaughn, people get real mad when you pull their fucking truth cards, right? It's like thinking that you're a Cowboy fan coming to the year, you think got a chance to win the Super Bowl. Oh, shit. Who you fooling? Y'all have nothing in HD, Cowboy fans, okay? But it's okay. I'm a Notre Dame fan. We ain't won shit since 1989. Which one's worse? Okay, see? I can make fun of you and then make fun of me. Okay, so here goes. Unless you have Shinsuke Nakamura's music playing, typically no one gave a fuck. That's what I thought of Karen Vaughn, right? I didn't care before his music because I didn't watch his Japanese matches because guess what? I don't speak fucking Japanese. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm so in tune with what's going on in the world of fucking New Japan. Because you a lying cocksucker. Oh, shit. Baby girl, please. Daddy right now was going a little rated R. I truly apologize, okay, for that. Okay. Funniest host, best host. I actually won best host. You didn't win best host. You won funniest host. Or did I win best show? It doesn't fucking matter. I won one of the big awards. How about that? Okay. I should be I vote for you every year, Charmaine, but I cannot tell a lie. LOL at DC Jeffrey is on your heels. If y'all ain't neck and neck, I'm just going to be honest, Charmaine. I love you. You tune into every single show. But this man, Jeffrey, stays and listens to every single show to the bitter end. That's all I'm going to say about that. So for me, you both should get it. Okay. My apologies all. No. Johnny Gargano looks like he should be in the Kingdom Hearts. No, that's too good for him. I mean, I'm sorry. Why would you put him in Kingdom Hearts? Isn't that one of the best games of all time? And you're going to put Johnny Gargano in Kingdom fucking Hearts? No. You know what? Put him in Fortnite. Here's why. Fortnite, I put anybody in the shit. Here go my son. Knows nothing about Snoop O-D-O-double-G. Snoop Doggy Dogg's in. And what the hell do you know about him being in Fortnite? No one cares. B-Fab. She impressed me too. Okay? Y'all can see the dice ain't here, right? I put up my own damn, I saw one come up, right? And it was Vaughn's, which means Vaughn can put your comments up, but he doesn't. So here I am doing double duty. He's backstage laughing. Put the comments up. Thank you. We're not a fan of Nakamura. I mean, we'll say you're not no, I didn't say I wasn't a fan of Nakamura. He's on those theatrical wrestling like brain. No, I didn't never say I wasn't a fan of Nakamura. I didn't say that. And don't you compare him to Daniel Bella, that is Mad Dog Kelly, who's up for best segment of the year. Okay. Although we all know it should go to King Vaughn Jr. 720 301 Victorious podcast on the Twitter, who it should go to. If not, at least Michaela Wonders should be the newest host of the year. Yes, the Sith Nakamura. Let's just keep it real. I've liked Nakamura in WWE. I like Nakamura in NXT. Why? Because they know how to make the Japanese guy who cannot speak Japanese appeal to American fans. My biggest fault with wrestling, it's not the stories. It's not who you believe, who should win, who should lose, who should do this. It's the fact that you look at wrestling and you say you watch everything. Now, I get there's Dice watching it's Collision and Rampage. Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. But well, you know what? I'm in a party with Dice a lot of times. I don't hear him say, yo, I'm watching this New Japan Pro Wrestling match. I'm watching this Ring of Honor match. Because nobody's watching that shit. So when wrestling fans act like they know everything about Shinsuke Nakamura from the New Japan Pro Wrestling, I call bullshit. So I digress. All right. But I love this shit. Sith Nakamura? Shinsuke looking like the Undertaker with this bitch. Look at the red bitch. I got to give him this damn sword turtle water, y'all. So delicious. Get the shit out of LA Knight. Now we get LA Knight into a real rivalry. And I'm going to say this because nothing against my guy, Mello is money, not Mella is money. Mello is money. And Andrade is just simply the husband of Charlotte Flair, the greatest women's wrestler. It's been a while since I did it live. A long time. Even the kids still come out. Damn, it's so beautiful. Okay, so that's why he's there. This is the first real rivalry LA Knight has since going against The Miz, which The Miz ate him up on the mic, and then against Roman Reigns, which I think then made him a star. That glasses shot, that cameraman who got that shot with Roman in the glasses of LA Knight, that put him over. Things like that. Symbolism matters in America, guys. But listen, I can't wait for the anime of Shinsuke Nakamura. It's coming. Okay, we're going to get an anime of Shinsuke Nakamura real soon. Number 3 this week on the Mike Knoxxx list. This a little bit for my daughter. Y'all. Like, I mean, y'all know Michaela Wonders. You know, the segment y'all love most on this damn show that I've been doing for over 10 fucking years, almost 15 fucking years. Y'all gonna inbox me about how much you like Michaela Wonders show. Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, me, I'm a little jealous on my daughter. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit. A little bit. Oh, she gets all this love. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, look at her hair. Oh, Michaela this. Okay, I calm down. Yes, Mercedes Monet is tripping. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, my man? DC the Collector tuning in. What'd I say? DC. Oh shit! Now you working? It's fucking me up. I am to blame to forget Charlotte Flair. No, never forget Charlotte fucking Flair. But not in favor of my daughter for this moment, but also because I thought Raw was really good. I thought Raw was the best show, if not for the end of SmackDown. And we'll talk about that. Y'all saw the picture. Y'all know where I'm going. But I thought Raw was so good. I wanted to get on air last week with the Raw review show to talk Raw. But we got Venomous Vinny there now. Freckle Sensei was out. I thought last week's Raw was really, really good because I was like, are you going to sit here and bitch on The Miz? This is the fucking Miz. The Miz is one of the greatest of all times. And they had The Miz out here like a little bitch. Okay? I'm like, even motherfucker say he bleeding from his eye? I'm like, he up here begging. You got The Miz. This man is married to Maurice. I seen this man order a tomahawk steak before I knew what the fuck a tomahawk steak was. This is The Miz. When this hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. He's out here begging. And I said, hold up. Yeah, there it is. This shit makes sense. That Wyatt 6 against these motherfuckers, the Judgment motherfuckers, not the Judgment Day, but the Final Testament. Miz went from beating Johnson. No. He still has the greatest t-shirt of all time. I'm so over. Okay, I bought it. Okay, but I love this. That's it. This is The Miz. Now, everybody's talking about the female war games. I think that's kind of been announced. You know, I don't do dirt sheets. And not just the dirt sheets give you bullshit, but I don't even want to hear the news that comes out about them, right? If I don't see it reported from the major federations themselves, I don't want to even hear it. So I know there's supposed to be rumor that there is a female war games. But the Wyatt 6 versus the Final Testament should be a war games, Vaughn. I really do believe that. I thought that shit was incredible. The number 2 moment, the end is near. But before we go into that, we're going to take our first break of the evening. We're going to come right back, y'all. Give me about 6 minutes. We got a commercial. Then we got Michaela Wonders coming up. Actually, Michaela Wonders coming up.
Girl.
I beg you. What?
Welcome to Wondering About WWE, and we are just wondering about WWE, Raw and SmackDown. I'm Michaela, and you already know we always start off with Raw, but we're gonna go to the parts that I care about, because I wasn't that entertained by Raw, but also I thought Raw was really good. But we're gonna skip to what y'all probably think I wouldn't talk about first, or some of y'all probably do, which is the Y6 absolutely getting destroyed by the Final Testament. I think that's their name. I don't know. I don't care about them. I don't like them, so it's whatever. But I don't like the Final Testament. I do like what The Miz did, though. I love heel Miz. Heel Miz is always in my heart. I used to hate The Miz, and that's because he cheated. But I still love heel Miz, and I didn't like him when he was with R-Truth, and he was good. So that's why I love the heel Miz, and I'm glad he's getting a storyline. Because, like, they keep trying to put The Miz in things without giving him a storyline, and they're just making him weak, and that's not The Miz. But the Y6 absolutely getting demolished was very entertaining, but I love the Y6, so it's also kind of And then we have BGM beating up Liv Morgan. Sorry, that's not her name. Mid Morgan and Timu Rhea Ripley with the help of Liv Morgan and Naomi. Well, not the help of Io and Naomi. I'm starting to really like Naomi. I've always liked Naomi. I don't care what y'all say. She has always been my favorite wrestler since as long as I can remember. I just don't like her new entrance. It doesn't feel as powerful as her old entrance felt. And then she started bringing back some of the black lights that make her glow, and then I'm starting to dig her music, and I love Naomi, and I want her to have an actual good storyline where she's not just losing all the time. And I don't remember if this was on Raw or SmackDown, so we're gonna say we're skipping the SmackDown, but if it's on Raw, correct me if I'm wrong. But Naomi's match against Nia Jax, I think that was on SmackDown. That match was so good, and it was so unexpected. Like, I was not expecting her to do as good as she did. I was expecting her to just get demolished just like that. And then we're gonna skip to another parts that I care about, which is obviously the Bloodline. So we already know that, what's his face? Big Bronson Reed, or I think that's his name, Big Bronson, and Seth are having their final match on Monday. So my theory is Seth is gonna lose, but because Bronson joined the Bloodline and he hasn't got what he wanted, he's gonna join the OG Bloodline just so he can fight Big Bronson Reed one last time. And we have the whole thing about saying make the call. A lot of people are like, who's he trying to call? And in the end, it was like, call the wise man, and then it said number out of service. Paul Heyman, no, like, I need you back. I remember, I think some interview or something, he said there's no tribal chief without the wise man. And now he's gone and he changed his number on Roman, and it's just a whole storyline thing. And we're already wrapping up your favorite segment. So let's go to my theory on the Bloodline. I'm starting to believe I'm wrong, but I think The Rock is controlling Solo's Bloodline. I think his whole team, minus Big Bronson Reed obviously, is with Rock, and Solo doesn't know it. But that is all. As you guys know, I can't talk about it like this, so let's go back over to Mike Knoxxx, the real tribal chief.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Man, how rude. She said the best show on your segment here. Listen, so let's talk about it right now. First of all, shout out to my baby girl. Listen, good stuff, yo. Like, come on. I can't even hate on that. That was actually good. I'm glad I birthed intelligent wrestling fans. I really am. I didn't birth them technically. I didn't do that, right? You know, but I was able to give the seed for the intelligent wrestling fan, like Michaela Wonders. Especially if I follow my baby girl's TikTok page, Michaela Wonders. She's like obsessed with, like, you know, The Walking Dead. I can't lie. She hates when I say that, but she is. Like, I have to watch Daryl, no matter how boring Daryl is. It's okay. But I digress. The New Day. Number 2 right now. Is the end near, Vaughn? Is it here? We got Kofi all happy. So this all happens because they're backstage and Kofi is being a little bitch right now, right? He talking to R-Truth, talking about, we sorry, it was Xavier's fault. Now I see people in other groups trying to say, I think Kofi's gonna be the one to turn. I think that it was Kofi. It's still gonna be Kofi because it's unexpected to be Kofi. And if I'm wrong, so what? I'm still gonna enjoy it, wrestling fans, no matter if I'm right or wrong, because Pete Dunne said, hold on, you're gonna get in my business. Don't you call me Butch. Well, your daddy called you Butch, but your granddaddy called you Butch, but your daddy called you Pete Dunne. So, but your daddy's in charge now, Pete Dunne. So I guess you back to being Pete Dunne because your granddaddy, who got kicked out of his own company, called you Butch. Okay. Look at Xavier Woods. Got the soul glow going on. He's like, oh, this motherfucker just talking shit. Good old Kofi. Good old Kofi, bitch-ass Kingston. The first ever black world heavyweight champion in WWE history that people recognize. Right? How crazy is that? Black folks can't even get... I love you, black folks. I swear to God I do. I love the shit out of black people, no matter how fucking stupid or how fucking dumb or how fucking beautiful you are. I will always...
Who are you rooting for tonight? I'm rooting for everybody black.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Always bet on black, okay? But damn, y'all got some crazy ass shit in y'all life. Gonna just say The Rock don't count because he only half black. That ain't The Rock's fault. He's still black. Anyway, Kofi Kingston about to lose his love of his life, the New Day, because let's just be real here. Without the New Day, Kofi Kingston probably would have been future endeavored a long time ago. Nobody wants to say that shit. You could tweet that shit, Vaughn, because it's a fact. I love Kofi Kingston, okay? But if not for the New Day, Kofi would have been fired a long time ago, okay? That's just what I believe. So to have this rift, to have this beef, to have how it's going and the storyline go this way and Butch, a.k.a. Pete Dunne, pin him, and now we're going here with it, I'm just not happy with that, Vaughn. I'm just not happy with that at all. Honorable mention, because I told you, I thought Raw was good. I'm sorry, Michaela wonders. I thought Raw was the best show of the week. Again, if not for the post moment of SmackDown. This whole setup with Bronson and Raw and Seth freaking Rollins and Vaughn. Here's the best part about the whole thing, right? With Seth Rollins, the most, really, because it was how they all were recruiting backstage. How they all were recruiting backstage, and how he was like, I'm gonna never F Roman Reigns, but I never worked for a fake Roman Reigns either. You know what I mean? I thought they really had a really good show going on last week. I really did on Raw. I thought it was really, really good. I thought this, I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed. Again, I'm gonna say it every single week. If you can tell me that you respect and love what you should, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, okay, and for one Pentagon salt version of agreeing with DJ, okay, saying sometimes these old motherfuckers have to get replaced, don't sit here and tell me you love Big Van Vader and you can't love Bronson fucking Reed. I think Bronson Reed is better on the microphone, better in every aspect that there was a Big Van Vader. I'm sorry. Outside the Mastodon, the man, I'm not saying, I like Vader. Vader was that guy. But don't act like Vader was Bret Hart in the ring. Stop it. Stop the madness. Stop the drilling. Stop the order.
On their feet. On a man. Oh, what the?
Again, stop the bullshit. Okay? Simple as that. Just stop it. You look stupid. Okay? So, I love this moment. But number one, we all know what the number one moment is. But before we talk about that, Vaughn, let's get into it. Fantasy warfare. Okay? I want to talk about it again. Link in the bio. Like, follow, subscribe, follow the Mike Knoxxx Show, follow Unpop Review. 6 years Unpop Review has been around. Love it. I love it after birth, Vaughn. 14 years the Mike Knoxxx Show. I'm out here birthing babies. And Blog Talk Radio, fuck you for just shutting down. I got over 3,000 shows. How the fuck am I supposed to download 3,000 shows? You know how time consuming that shit is? So if some of your old shows don't get downloaded, guys, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do about it. What? Compare Bronson Reed bum to Vader? Nah, listen. First of all, you go sit there and you hide behind your picture in the woods, okay? Because I will sit here. Tell me right now, as you would say, what sold out arenas has Big Van Vader done? Bronson Reed can answer the same question. Exactly. Neither one. Okay? What top merchandise seller has Big Van Vader been? Wait, I'll wait. None of them. I got one for you. What's the best storyline Big Van Vader been a part of? Oh, I'll tell you the answer to that. Boy Meets World. Does that count? What has Bronson Reed been the best storyline of? The best storyline in wrestling history as being the 5th member in the Bloodline. And we'll talk about that in a little bit, Bowman. Get that off my screen, Vaughn. Upset me. Get my blood pressure all boiled up and shit. 2 out of 3 falls. Who you got? The Usos, the Usos. Oh, the Hardy Brothers, people. Let's talk about the Hardy Brothers now. Just think about this for a second. the hell would have ever thought that had been one of the greatest tag teams of all time? I think personally, the New Day, the Usos, they want to flip-flop on the best 2 tag teams of all time. This is, to me, at this point, I go personally, World Warriors, third. Then you go ahead and sprinkle in, which one to sprinkle in? My favorite is the British Bulldogs, although they're not up there, right? I know that, but that's my favorite. But where do you put the Hardy Boys, right? WWE Raw Tag Team Champions one time. WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions one time. WWF World Tag Team Champions 6 times. WCW Tag Team Champion. This is the era where they bought up everything in WCW did. TNA World Tag Team Champions 3 times. Going outside the company, and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions as well, Vaughn. If you want this too, Vaughn, give me a heads up. I can send these to you too if you want to do these. I wasn't sure, so I didn't send them to you. And then we have the Usos. We the ones. Not such a big list, but they have some things that matter to them. Championship accomplishments to go. Raw Tag Team Champions 7 times, by the way. I'm sorry, 1 time. WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions 5 times. But here's where you get your demolition comparisons. You want to sit and tell me, Venomous Vinny, that the Honky Tonk Man is the greatest intercontinental of all time because how long he held the belt for? Stop it. But I give you that. That's a great argument. WWE Tag Team Champions from 2013 to 2015. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions from 2016 to 2019. They were the undisputed Tag Team Champions for almost 3 years. Vaughn, Fantasy Warfare, who you got? The Usos or the Hardy Brothers? I will send them to you. Who you got? Chat room says the Hardy Brothers top 5. Vader was athletic. Bronson just falls off the ring. Stop it. Vader was a house in Japan. Who the fuck watches New Japan? Okay. What's going on, Drip? So comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Who is this tag team going for? Who you going for? Fantasy Warfare, the Usos or the Hardy Brothers? Guys, get ready. We'll be right back with This Week in Pro Wrestling History and then the Mike Knoxxx Show, the number one Knoxxx moment of the week. We'll be right back.
Can I ask a question about the Wyatt Six?
Sure.
When they first debuted, they murdered everybody backstage. And now they kidnapped The Miz and they sequestered him.
No charges.
No, I was about to say that. Does the police, does 911 not work on WWE? Like,
apparently not. You can murder anybody or kidnap anybody and no charges will be filed against you.
These guys have like at least 2 serious crimes. And multiply it by, what is it, the 4 or 5 members of the Wyatt Six? They should be up on criminal charges by now.
And mind you, Chad Gable was murdered, brought back to life like Jesus, but he was murdered. And Chad Gable was not on Raw tonight, and that's a rare.
That's right.
Chad Gable was usually on Raw.
And so I still don't understand how they found him.
Miz just escaped.
The Miz escaped? Like, did he use like?
They let him go.
They let him go. Was there any talk of sodomy at all?
I only have to ask one of the
because usually, like when you watch a movie or like True Detective, like when they have these backward folk, there's always like, oh, you got a pretty mouth.
Why are you trying to make it sound like they're from Alabama?
Well, come on. I mean, you gotta.
That's Venomous Vince's favorite vacation spot. So you gotta.
It kind of looked that way. Like
have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's your favorite vacation spot.
They never been.
Just a second. But it's still the place you want to go, right?
It's better than Miami.
Just a second. You are aware that no one in the country or the planet of Venus has ever said that Alabama is better than Miami.
Well, I mean, all the rest was good at the rehab, so it has to be that good. It has to be somewhat good.
You got a pretty mouth. Come on.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Vaughn.
Hey there, everyone. It's King Vaughn Jr. of the Victorious Ones podcast at Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the week in wrestling history. On November 18th, 1995, ECW November to Remember took place in Philadelphia. And of course, we saw Bubba Ray Dudley defeat Broad Street Bully in 57 seconds, followed by Conan defeating Jason Knight in just 14 seconds. Of course, in the main event, Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer defeated Cactus Jack and Raven after Terry Funk got the pin on Raven. On the same day in 2001, Survivor Series took place in Greensboro, North Carolina, and of course that night was known for, Team Raw, Team WWF versus Team WCW, and of course in the main event we saw Team WWF led by The Rock defeat the Alliance,
producer, constantly working backstage.
So sorry about that, but yeah, of course on the same day in 2007. Of course, Survivor Series took place. In the main event, Randy Orton defeated Shawn Michaels to retain the WWE Championship. And of course, we also saw Batista and the Undertaker compete for the World Heavyweight Championship inside Hell in a Cell. And of course, following interference from Edge, Batista would remain champion. On the same day in 2012, Survivor Series took place, and of course, that was the debut of the Shield in 2012, so the 12th-year anniversary. Of course, November 19th, 1995, Survivor Series took place, of course, here in Landover, the Cap Center, as Bret Hart defeated Diesel to win his third WWF Championship. Of course, on the same day, 2007, Chris Jericho made his return to WWE after a 2-year absence to challenge Randy Orton to the WWE Championship. Of course, on the same day, in 2017, Survivor Series took place as the Shield defeated the New Day, and of course, Team Raw defeated Team SmackDown. November 20th, 1994. Bull Nakano defeated Alundra Blaze for the WWF Women's Championship in Japan. On the same day in 2011, CM Punk defeated Alberto Del Rio for a second WWE Championship, and of course that was when Punk will become champion for 434 days. That's what kicked off his reign. Of course, on November 21st, 1988, ECW was born. Of course, on the same day in 1999. Bret Hart won the WCW Championship as he defeated Voldemort, in the finals for a tournament.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say his name, but anyway.
I just said it.
Anyway, Chris Benoit. Anyway, 2005, following the death of Eddie Guerrero, that's when WWE will, of course, implement the wellness policy. November 22nd, 1990, of course, that was the debut of The Undertaker at Survivor Series. Of course, also as far as birthdays, November 19th, Miss Elizabeth will turn 64. November 24th, Alpha of the Wild Samoans will turn 82. Jerry Flynn turns 65. Shane Douglas turns 60, and the Bella Twins turn 41. And that's your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST, Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
Yeah, you're on mute again. Unmute.
And the number one Knox moment of the week, week after week after week, has continuously have been, since Roman has been back since Bad Blood, the Bloodline in some way. Now, I'm going to just take a moment to say this. As a wrestling fan, I'm a huge Tribal Chief Roman Reigns fan. To step outside of that, to put on my intelligent wrestling fan hat, and for my daughter, because I ain't do it this week, BGM. Hey, BGM. Got my black girl magic dance on. I know The Rock is the real Tribal Chief. But Solo should get some credit for how good Solo has been. And he doesn't. The executive consultant tries to do it, but he does it in his way that makes you want to just hate him, and he's so repulsive. He makes you want to regurgitate the shit he says about Solo. But he's not wrong. Solo should get your credit for what he has done, and Solo has done a great and phenomenal job. You got the OG Bloodline. First of all, guys, let me just say a little bit of how you say take you behind the iron curtain, which Ahmed Johnson was the first wrestler to have his own podcast. He had it on the BDSR network. Another Barry Hardwood for myself, Vaughn. Yeah, I'm on top of that shit right now. It's award season. Okay. Damn, I was talking. It's okay. But like, so baby girl, I got the OG Bloodline. When they so my kids watching the living room, I be in here working and watching it. And my daughter runs in here like, you see it? Do you see it? This is how I know I created a monster. Okay? Because this OG Bloodline shirt ain't all that fancy. But the fact it says original Bloodline and she's so in love with the story, I love how she loved it. Shirt on the way, baby girl. Okay? Shirt on the way. Had to get it for you. But you got Sami Zayn, who I didn't want in the Bloodline. We're trying to recruit. They tried to recruit on Raw, wasn't successful. They got to go tell Roman that they're unsuccessful. They're like, oh, shit, I'm not fucking telling them I failed. Here's where I like this story. Because as Solo's Bloodline comes out in control, look how they still hover. Usos over the Hardy Boyz. Usos still accomplished. I agree with you. Look how they still stand behind Roman. Here's the difference between the two bloodlines. Solo's bloodline's like what he said on WWE.com. Look at my soldiers. Have you guys never watched the TV show Paid in Full? What do you think soldiers if you're not going to use them? That's what Rico said. What's he having them? What Rico's Roughnecks if you're not going to use them? Go watch that movie as well. The bloodline, Solo's bloodline, looks like they'd die for him. Roman's bloodline still looks kind of scared and timid to approach him. And you saw that on SmackDown. Who's going to tell him? I don't want to tell him. Although they're sticking to their individuality guns. You see Jimmy still like, oh, that's my tribal chief, right? Sammy like, I'm back. Where do I fit in at? I'm here. I'm with you, Us. And Jay like, I'm still main event Jay Uso, but slight part of me, although you haven't apologized to me, you're still the tribal chief. All that was on display this past Friday. And again, I told you, I thought Raw had the best show. Notice this week I didn't talk about AEW because if AEW cannot even fill 2,000 to 3,000 people in their arena, why the fuck should we talk about them anymore? I digress. I'm lying. I'll talk about them next week probably. They give me something good on Wednesday. But still, what the fuck? 3,000 people? But you see this. Roman's bloodline comes out. They're ready for war. Fisticuffs get to happen in the ring. UPR shorts #1 in the hood, G. I mean, when did I say I did a UPR shorts? Does that even count? Stop it. Stop it. Thank you, King Vaughn. Listen, Vaughn did it. I'm blaming Vaughn for muting my microphone. I said it. But all hell breaks loose. They going at it. First of all, Jacob Fatu and Roman is the match we're going to see. That's going to, I think, blow the roof off. Like, this is a future match they're setting up, and I love it. And every time, have y'all noticed how Jacob gets the best of Roman? Every single encounter. Have y'all peeped that? Every single encounter, he gets the best of him. Look at Solo Shook Shakur in the ring. And then, boom, the Aussie, oi, oi. For all I know, he might be part fucking Samoan. How was that falling off the ring? Look at that picture, Steve. You couldn't fall into the toilet the way this man jumps off the rope. Stop it. He just flails. He doesn't fall. He flails off the ring. Look at this man. Can we get one on the bloodline trees? We know that tree is extensive, right? And let me just say this, I almost forgot. I'm driving in the car on Sunday, and I come across another channel that I watched years before you guys all started watching it, and that was Busted Open Radio. And I love Busted Open Radio. But whoever the new Sunday Crew guy said is, Solo has a mob and Roman are gangsters. Well, people, let me just explain to you the difference between a gangster and a mobster. There is no difference between a mobster and a gangster. There is no, not to say thug. A thug gets somebody that knocks somebody upside the head, rob somebody for petty crime, might even rob your grandmama. But a gangster and a mobster are exactly the same thing. The only difference between the two is that the word mobster is synonymous with the Italian culture of the mob. So let's not think that there's a difference, because there's not. Whoever the new host is, Vaughn, I don't know his name. He's from Chicago, and I take offense at someone's from Chicago. You should know the difference between a gangster and a mobster. They're the same damn thing. But I'm not sure if you look at that lineage of that tree that's so beautiful of the Aniwani family. They just signed Finn to the program, Lance Aniwani to the program on there. I'm not sure Bronx Reed may not have a little bit of tongue and Aniwani up in him. That's all I'm saying. Okay? But man, again, the bloodline looks like they're in trouble. And when you're in trouble, what do? You call your wise man. I would not be surprised if Armando Estrada, like I told you guys 3 months ago, will show up as the wise man as he signed a WWE Legends contract. If he don't, he don't. But it makes wrestling sense to me. And I keep saying, Vaughn, what inning are we in? What inning are we in? This is a whole new fucking ball game, y'all. The Bloodline won the first game. This is another game called a doubleheader? Same day doubleheader? I don't know. But let's not, if Roman said 2 years ago they're in the 7th inning, there's no way this game is not over. This is a whole new ball game. He goes to call, they say, make the call. Make the call. You got to call him. Make the call. He said feelings even worse. He makes the call, and no one picks up the phone because services are out of service. And then they pop up the infamous executive producers, Paul LeVasquez and Lee Fitting. And that made SmackDown the best show because I've called it as the world turns. We only have one life to live. Blood in, blood out. Am I my brother's keeper? You name it. You come up with a fancy title for this storyline that the Bloodline has been doing. They have done. This added so much to that. More than if you can recognize, right? I'm not saying Game of Thrones isn't great. You should. I love Game of Thrones. But if you have not watched The Penguin and understand from the acting and the writing why it's the best show on television, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I'm a studio production major. Sorry, Margaret Kirby, my teacher. You took her class. You all know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Best show on TV. This shit right there, that little moment of answering the phone, not answering it, and then this look that Roman Reigns gives you makes it the best show, ends it the best show, and that is the number one Mike Knoxxx moment of the week. Vaughn, what a show. What a week in wrestling. Who you guys got? The chat has chimed in and called it the Usos almost landslide. We're going to put that out there, Vaughn. Put that as a vote, too, please. Vaughn, please, on the poll.
You already did.
All right. Appreciate you guys on the ad real fast.
All right. So, gotta go. All right. So, all I have to say is that, in my estimation, all right, cool. Thanks. So, when it comes to the Bloodline storyline, I'll have to say that, without question, like this, like that little tidbit right there, little Easter egg, that's, or at least, the reference, just says it all. Like how SmackDown is, like in my estimation, I would say the top show just because of that drama, and also when it comes to fantasy warfare, in my estimation, like I have to go with the Usos, just at least a slight nod because, like I said, outside, no offense to the Hardy Boys, but outside the gimmick part, I think that's where the Usos have the advantage, and they're more in their element. You know what I mean? Let's say you take the ladders away, and if you just go straight 2-on-2, I gotta give it to the Usos.
All right. Well, I say this: I'm a huge component and fan WrestleMania, New Orlando last time I was here. I pissed on a man. I'm using the bathroom. The Hardy Boyz come back. Doom, 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 doom. I'm pissing, and I just piss on the whole motherfucker. He didn't even notice I piss on him because we both so happy and drunk that the Hardy Boyz are back. But I also still would pick the Usos. Again, guys, we were live here on TikTok. My first TikTok live. I appreciate it. Over 1,000 people tuned into it. I appreciate that already. TikTok make you feel very important. Yes, Charmaine, Jake Paul does suck, but I gotta say this much. Jake Paul showed mercy on Mike Tyson. And I said this months ago that he was going to beat Tyson. Nothing against Mike Tyson. Tyson shouldn't have been in that match, but fuck it, he got $20 million from it. So should nobody be sad about it, okay? The most biggest egregious thing is that Jake Paul continues to call out and fight non-fighters, okay? Beating Nate Robinson. Beating an older non-boxer Tyron Woodley, okay? Beating an older, out of his element, non-prime Compton slap guy and Diaz means nothing to me. Beating Mike Tyson at 58 years old means nothing. Calling out Conor McGregor, who we all know ain't shit no more, okay, means nothing, Mr. Jake Paul. Just come join wrestling. I've seen better storytelling and better fights in the WWE than I've seen on Friday night. And I tell you one thing, Netflix, if this is what wrestling fans have to look forward to, we're in trouble with your live feed. But I'll also say this, wrestling fans, pause. I guarantee there will not be 12, 14, 16, 18 million people on Monday nights trying to tune in to watch Raw as they did for that fight. So if anything, Jake Paul is a mega star, and it proved it this past week. Love you too, Charmaine. Appreciate it. So we're going to get out of here, guys. My time is up. You know what that means. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me, and don't love God, y'all. And forever and always know that Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. I'm out of here, y'all.
You ready? Let's go! At the Money Night Raw, what you getting in? Perfect Flex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop